Alright, what's up, Dragon Brew? Today we want to have a bit of fun. Now, I've been doing a lot of fun things with Terror of the Peaks and Roxanne, but there's some things I haven't done yet. And mostly, it revolves around Elesh Norn. So what I'm thinking today is we're going to see if, one, we can get a billion triggers off of things with a bunch of stuff that comes into play and gives us things. But also, can we do it without decking ourselves? Because I don't know. This feels like it could be dangerous. But anyway, going down this list, we have some Smuggler Surprise, because if we're going to be making lots of mana, this card's just really good for that, right? We're going to ramp up with Glimpse the Core, because, well, it's one of the only 2 mana ramp spells that are available. The downside to this is that we do have a lot of stuff that kind of starts at 3, and that's okay. We will be playing some Temporary Lockdown. We do also have Jewel Thief that can make treasure and get us up to where we want to go, as well as Outcaster Trailblazer. And again, these are all things that come into play, have an ability, which work very well with Elesh Norn. And for those who don't know what this card is, it's a 4/7, has Vigilance. When a permanent enters the battlefield causing a triggered ability of stuff you control, then you get it twice. If it would come into play for the opponent, they don't get anything. So this is actually pretty cool at stopping a few different things while giving us an advantage. Of course, we were talking about playing Terror of the Peaks, just dealing damage into the game is actually pretty good. Also, I like Roxanne for both giving us mana and being able to get 4 damage when you have Elesh Norn in play, when it enters the play or when it attacks. Additionally, we did want some other cheap things, so we are going to play a couple of Spinewoods Armadillo, just so we have something to do in the early going, and they do gain a little bit of life. And they're not the worst thing to roll into off of a Smuggler Surprise either. But we will be playing Titan of Industry because, well, getting bodies and gaining life is pretty good, but also a way to destroy artifacts and enchantments, and some Vault-Born Tyrants. And as you can see, the concern between Trailblazer, Tyrant, Elesh Norn, we could end up decking ourselves or very close if we're not careful, depending on how the games go. So we do have to pay attention to that. Now, if you want to check this deck out for yourself, at the end of the video, we'll have a description link that you can go to take you to my Moxfield page, and you can check them out because they're wonderful supporters and sponsors of the channel. But for now, let's go see if Elesh Norn really does double up all the triggers and give us the craziness that we want. Sure, we'll keep this. Alright, let's see what we can do. We can go get a mountain. And we already have double white, so we don't have to worry about the lockdown situation. I'm wondering... We could play Trailblazer... Plotted. Actually, we may just end up having to use Temporary Lockdown, honestly. Yeah. We're going to get more value out of Lockdown, so let's take 3 here. We'll gain the 3 back. Go ahead and get a mountain so we can set up Roxanne if we want to. Go ahead and play that. Get this down. All right. Not bad. We're going into turn, what will be our turn 4 with 19 life against mono red, so we can't complain too much. I mean, this could definitely have been worse. All right, 15. Go ahead and queue that up. Play the Copperline Gorge, and then now we're all set up to start doing things next turn. All right. Kind of hoping they don't play a Rage on this, so we'll be able to kill it with Roxanne on our turn. Looks like they're going to, though, unfortunately. Oh, they didn't. All right, cool. We're at 12. There's another lockdown, but that's not what we're looking to do at this point in time. Yeah, let's go ahead and play one of these. Which they may be planning to try and kill. Oh, they might be thinking we're just gonna Smuggler Surprise here, but that's not what we're doing, actually. You can kill my Trailblazer if you like. Alright, well, we'll get a card. We will attempt to kill the Swift Spear. I don't know that we're going to get to. Alright, cool. It died anyway. Ooh, and we got a lucky Beseiju on top of all that. Alright, we'll just pass. So we're in pretty good shape at the moment. Roxanne's gonna be going away. They have a coyote. Okay. Well, that's cute. But we need to do... Actually, we get extra mana while a Roxanne is out. Hold on a second. We could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would allow us to mill and get the benefit. Ooh. That's pretty nice. How much can we get away with here? Opponent only has 2 cards in hand, so I'm not going to play too scared here. Let's at least do this. Leave 1 blocker back just in case. Shoot the opponents. They take a total of 6 here. Alright. End the turn. So if we get even 1 good creature off the top, we'll have Trailblazer and could possibly put the kibosh on things, but we'll see. I am going to commit this to a block just in case. Just so things don't get too crazy here. Alright, now I have to do this. Because once Roxanne dies, we wouldn't get that extra mana. Alright, here's hoping. What are these top 4 cards? Another Roxanne. Oh, and a Vaultborn Tyrant. Hell yeah. Sure. We'll take these 2. And we'll put these both into play. And we'll keep this one, since the other one's going to die. Get a billion triggers. Roxanne's going to kill off a coyote. Yeah, that's way more than enough. I'm going to keep this, but if it's not a small creature deck, this is going to be pretty bad. Alright, well, we have cards that are just going to be worthless then. Yeah, Jeskai Control, not where you really want to be with this hand, but that's okay. Would you like to counter, opponents? They say, nay, friend, you have a 3/3 temporarily. Lightning Strike incoming. No, just a Fading Hope. They're going to let us replay it. Okay. I don't hate that. If we could get the right combination of cards in hand, being able to try, like, Smuggler Surprise on their end step and then Smuggler Surprise on our turn could actually be beneficial. In the turn. Got another one? Nope, just a Deluge here. Been playing against lots of boring control decks today. High noon. That's a nuisance, but fine, I guess. We've been seeing that a lot, too, on the ladder. Lots of control decks moving to that, which, you know, I kind of understand. Alright. Hack for 3. In the turn. I thought about plotting the Trailblazer, but we'll see what the opponent does here. They'll get their 1 spell. Ooh. Okay. Can we set up to kill them next turn? Sure. Alright, I think we're going to go for it. Because I think Roxanne with Elesh Norn will allow us enough. So we're going to wait, let them resolve their Zergo and Ojutai, figure out what they want to do here. And then we're going to take the opportunity during their end step to go ahead and drop some monsters into play. Elesh Norn, do your job, friend. Blast the opponent for 4. And then we're definitely going to attack. Yep. That should do it. Elesh Norn allows so many nice things to happen here. Good old Roxanne, and then we just get to attack. Don't even have to do anything else here. Yep. Wow. Woo, that's a good one. And yo, this game's crazy because we basically only cast 2 spells this game. It was Jewel Thief twice, and then Smuggler Surprise. That was it. We didn't do anything else. We won casting 2 spells. Like, that's crazy. Like, that shouldn't even be a thing. But, I mean, they tapped out. They couldn't even respond if they wanted to anyway after playing Zergo and Ojutai. And we still had a little bit of gas in the tank, so that's pretty cool too. Okay. Yeah, let's keep it. But we do need to draw something productive, because this is just going to get us 3 life in a land, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll see, though. Alright, pass the turn. Not really what you want to see. You kind of want to see blue being somewhat active. Otherwise... Alright, so they got that. Unfortunately, unless we find... Particularly... I guess we'll take a force. Not that. That's tough. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough one. We got a lot of mana, not a lot of threats. Yep. Seems like the plan here. Yep, that works. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we needed something to ramp. We really needed that to be a Jewel Thief that last turn. And it wasn't, unfortunately. So now I'm wondering if I just want to search out a land or just have this available. I think I'm going to search. And just take the mountain. Okay, that could be a little bit of something, maybe. Pass the turn. I think we're going to get a couple of things countered back to back, probably. Or even like, they play Shieldred, we play Terror. They kill our Terror, attack us for 1 billion. And then we kind of just have to hope Vaultborn Tyrant plus something is good enough, I think. Alright. It's kind of what we expected this was going to be. But this is a big deal. Like, if we'd have had a ramp spell on the first couple of turns, this is the Smuggler's turn that would have been fantastic, but... Yeah, as we say that, we draw it, but it's a bit late. Yeah. Alright. We're going to need to draw something good to go with this Vaultborn Tyrant. And we have to hope the Smuggler's Prize doesn't get countered. Like, there's a billion things. I mean, this is obviously dead. Opponent has a pile of cards here. Like, yeah. We're not shocked by that. It's the first real spell we've played this game. My opponent, you really don't have to do anything. Our only possibility is if they actually cast a spell here. If they just leave mana up, we lose. I'm pretty sure. Unless they just don't have a counter. Then we'll at least get something off the Vaultborn Tyrant. But, yeah, I think we're going to be mostly dead. Yeah, nothing we can really do here. Just drew too much mana, unfortunately. Yeah, this just isn't going to work. Like, we know it's not. I mean, you got to counter this opponent. Like, you're going to put me down to what? Oh, they're just going to let us? All right. I mean, the good news is, while we draw a card, we still gain a life, because it's +3, -2. So that's fine. Sure. And then we'll get that again. My goodness, we didn't even get anything off this? Oh, no. That's so bad. It would have been hard for that to be worse. Yeah, we didn't have a chance in this one. That's pretty brutal. Yep, you got it. We go down to 5. I mean, we could get another creature, maybe another Vaultborn Tyrant. That would be cool.
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Smuggler, huh? And unfortunately, it's only going to be 7 mana, so that's not going to cut it. Alright. I mean... man. We can protect the 6/6, I guess. That's the other part of this. You can still give something indestructible and hexproof. Hate to use it like that, but, you know, if we gotta. I mean, otherwise, unless their hand's just really bad, maybe. Oh, they just have another Shieldred is what's going on here, right? Alright, I'm your Huckleberry. I mean, I might as well mill and get something, right? Okay, those ain't the worst things to get now. Because we'll get to gain life and draw cards off it. So we knew there was another Shieldred. I suspected that much. All right. So we're still alive here. We're somehow still in this, right? And they can minus that, so they can go search creatures or whatever, but that's fine. Okay, so we draw. We go to 3. All right, we're still playing Magic, I guess. We'll do this. Get a green. I guess we get a white. Doesn't really matter. All right. Then we'll do this. Because every life gain is a +1 life for us. All right, lockdown. That works. Man, so many lands. I was like, where are the rest of the threats? Okay, that's a good one if we can hold on to that for a minute. But we've already played our land for the turn. So unfortunately, the best we could do is go to 5. To make sure we just don't die to something random. As much as I'd like to play that, I think doing that is the correct call. Alright, no attacks. I have to discard. I guess it'll be a farmland. Okay. I mean, this Vaultborn Tyrant saved our butt. Alright, they're making the emblem this turn.
I won't stop until I've uncovered all your secrets.
I mean, they might also have a 3rd Shieldred. That would hurt a little bit too. Not gonna lie. Block. I think I'm gonna block like this. I don't think like if they don't have just a kill spell for our Vaultborn Tyrant, we kind of need to hold on to it. Cruelty. No. Well, they get our Trailblazer. That's tough. That was going to be one of our possible outs. Okay, hey, you know what, though? This works. All right, we're still in business. All right. Glimpse and Jewel Thief do not necessarily help here, though. We could get rid of Kaito. That would help. This would deal 3. We can get rid of this, so giving the land doesn't really matter. So why don't we go here? Actually, we can... We can just kill off Shieldred. And then we can attack here and here.
I'm hungry.
For 1 mana, we can destroy this. I don't feel like giving them a land matters that much here. And now we're just having to hope they don't sweep the board, right? Like, that's that's the next problem, but, you know, we deal with what we can. Should still have another 2 forest in the deck, so I can get that, and then we'll have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana next turn. And that really only matters if we draw, like, another Smuggler Surprise or something. Y'all, I think we're getting the best feeling in the world. When your opponent's doing their thing, and then you block it, and all of a sudden they salt rope you for 2 full timeouts. Oh, that's where the good feels are. Like, can't trade that for anything. All right, get one of them for us. I know people sometimes say, like, well, what if your opponent just disconnected? Like, they might have. That's legit. But when it happens, when they're playing at a good pace or whatever, then all of a sudden you have your good turn and then they just stop. Like, that's rarely the case. They're just upset things got turned around, usually. I just think it's hilarious, personally. I don't know why they think that's doing me any damage. But when you're done, always just report the people that are open. If they get enough reports, they'll get their account dealt with. All right, we'll take a win on this one. Everything in my heart of hearts says this is too slow, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I just know the danger, the risk that we're running. All right. Maybe that'll help later. Honestly, what we really want to draw here is one of our, what is it, Glimpse the Core or whatever here. Getting another land into play would set us up really nicely. Otherwise, we're going to have pretty much do nothing for a couple turns against a green aggro deck, and that could be a bit tough. Oh, that is the opposite of what we wanted to draw. Oh, no. All right, well, things are about to get sad and ugly. I mean, maybe we go ahead, we plot the Trailblazer, we get an Elesh Norn, and then what? That's kind of like where I'm stuck. I'm like, we do that, but then we kind of have to draw land for this to really go our way, I think, folks. Might even be in a weird spot where, like, we need Elesh Norn to not block. Like, that might be a thing here. And I'm trying to hold on to the Soken Zen as long as I can. Because I don't know if there's a world where we will need that for 2 1/1s to buy a turn. Right? Either way, we're probably putting it into play next turn just to try to increase the odds we can cast a Terror of the Peaks. But we'll see what happens. This is not going to go easily, I'm sure. Alright, they're just drawing a card, so I don't know if that's good or bad for us. But it seems like it's got to be more good than bad. Alright, we found another mountain. I think my concern is that, I mean, we really aren't doing anything else, though. We risk dying if we don't do this. So, I guess we kind of have to. Well, my problem here is I actually kind of want to play Terror with the Outcast Trailblazer, but that doesn't necessarily help us either. Because Terror can't really block. Not effectively. So I think we're just going to do this. Go ahead, just get green, I guess. Hope that something works in our favor. Like, that's kind of where we are. We're just grasping at straws at the moment. But, I mean, if they have, like, Archdruid's Charm, there's a bunch of things they can have. They're going to make our life not happy here. Alright, we do get a couple of cards. Okay. Well, those 2 lands also are bad because we can't follow up with a 6-mana Smuggler Surprise unless we draw an untapped land now. That won't do anything because of Elesh Norn, so that's good. It also means we're not worried about Archdruid's Charm now. That said, exactly, they could have hard-hitting question. That's fine. We can live with that. They also opted not to attack there, so probably next best case scenario that we could have hoped for. Yeah, I can't really do that. We've got to just play Terror here. No attacks. Really, really, really want an untap land? Come on, deck. Give us an untap land. Or another terror. I would take either one. An untap land or a terror would be more than acceptable. Archdruid's Charming coming. Oh, Atraxa's Fall. Ugh. Yeah, that works. What do we kill here? I mean, we're going to 2 either way, but then this becomes a 5/5. Damn. Letting them search for a creature possibly gives them a haster. And now we're not going to be able to gain life. Ooh, we need an untap land to get the Smuggler Surprise going, right? Alright. They have a way to save it? Okay, it doesn't pump it up at least. So that's the good news. Only bad part is, knowing that, I wish I would have blocked the warrior now, but... Alright, Kadama's gonna give some stuff trample, but that's not the end of the world. Ooh, you are not bad, though. If we didn't get the untapped land, that's like the next best option, right? Play this, get 2 things, kill off this guy? No, but then we still die, right? Yeah. Yeah. We can kill a blocker, block 2. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. Just needed this to be almost any... if one of these was an untapped land. But was not. Alright, we're dead. Man, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's try this. I'm going to go ahead and play one of these here, tap, just in case we get a Glimpse the Core or whatever, because that might be important. We did not, and it didn't matter at all. Oh, so we're playing against... No, there's a grotto and a desert. Okay. Are we just reanimating monsters? That's going to be sad. I mean, great for them, sad for us. Alright, they are ramping. So maybe they're not reanimating at all. Okay. Get red. We'll get us a card. Okay, that works. Now we have access to double terror next turn, maybe? These all have to tap to add an extra color. I wonder... So they definitely want stuff in their graveyard. Because I think that's why they're playing all these surveil things. Yeah, sure. We're just taking 4. Like, not too worried about it in the grand scheme of things here. I'm going to go ahead and take a turn off to change our plans here. So we don't have to worry about the Hydra. And then we'll just go search a land. Alright. Potentially setting up lethal here. Oh, well, that's a nice one. Oh, I'm a mana short. Dang it. Let's see. That's 9. That's 14? Alright. Or 13. Sure, we'll try. Opponent for 5. Card for us. Oh, excellent. Yeah, that'll do it. Oof. Alright, let's keep it. And let's see where it goes. Pass the turn. Oh my gosh, Deep Cavern Bat. Alright. I guess we'll go ahead and look. I mean, they're going to get our Tyrant or a Smuggler Surprise. Nothing we can do about that, though. Oh, they took one of the surprises. That's interesting. What does that mean? Alright, they got a Dennick. This is interesting. I don't know if I want to try to use the Smuggler Surprise here to try to find something just more relevant, but I'm just going to draw. Alright, that's tough because we still can't play that, so alright. Maybe we just die here a horrible death. I don't know. Yep. Sure. Alright, that's more helpful. You got it. The only thing we can hope for here is that they just don't have back-to-back counters. And maybe a world where we get to play a Smuggler Surprise, it gets countered, and then we get to play, like, Vaultborn Tyrant. Alright. Not much we can do. I mean, you have the counter. Here comes another creature. Yeah. Alright. Maybe they'll tap out to try to play Virtual Loyalty? They did, actually. Wow. I didn't think they were going to do it. Oh my goodness. That is like the best possible scenario. And they knew we had the Smuggler Surprise. They must not have anything in hand. Alright then. I guess we want Tyrant and this thing? Alright, we'll blow this up. Yeah, I'm not really worried about them drawing cards here, all things considered. And then we'll block and get this back. So now we have another good Smuggler Surprise turn, potentially. Yeah, I think we just pass here. Can we potentially kill them if we go Elesh Norn into this and double trigger each of these? That would be... Okay, these would both come into play at the same time. So this would trigger twice. So that's 10. Then this also sees this come into play. So that's 8 is 18. I think we do. Yeah, I'm just going to attack. Alright, yeah, we definitely kill him now. Sweet. And then we just put these into play. And get all the life and cards that come with. Look at this stack of effects it's about to hit. Ooh. You love to see it. So many things. Elesh Norn allows silly stuff to happen sometimes. Yep. Wow, didn't even get to use them all. Oh gosh, can we keep this even? Sure, let's try it. I mean, is this some other, like, control deck thing, too? Okay. Well, let's see what we can do. Pass, I guess. This feels like one of those scenarios where if we win, we're going to try to do it all at once. I'm not really sure. I mean, this is probably just the... Do we need another red mana? Probably. The blue-whites, like, artifact pile. Alright, so I have 1, 2, 3. I could have 4, 5 mana next turn. Do we just go for Jewel Thief this turn? Yeah, let's do that. At least we could block, possibly. And then I guess, I don't know. Maybe there's some crazy world we try to Smugglers surprise during their instep. I mean, they're not doing a lot right now. That's scary. And inevitably, they usually have, like, some number. Okay, they're going to get rid of this. That's fine. They get to draw a card. We're not too worried about that. No, but they'll have some number of, like, the 5-mana artifact or whatever that destroys creatures, blah, blah, blah. So, like, go ahead and put that aside and we'll pass the turn. There's the Simulacrum. What are we going to do on their turn? I mean, here's the tough part, because we have a Titan. Like, I don't know if we should just try to go for that and get the Titan down, destroy the Simulacrum, because that... Okay, alright, this gives us another out. The problem, though, is we didn't get a 6th untapped land, or a 5th untapped land, which limits our options here. Because we have to use this Trailblazer. So if they have a counter, we can't do anything. Dang it. What are we looking to do? I mean, is there a world where we just pass here? And then maybe try to get some extra land and see what's up? I mean, I guess if we play Roxanne... The problem is if Roxanne gets countered, we're wrecked. Because we need the mana. Like, it sucks, but, you know, situation is what it is. And I feel like we're playing around at least one counter of some sort. So, yeah, they're not doing anything. They're just waiting on us. Alright. Wow, that was a thing. I think we're taking land in both cases here. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Pass the turn? I mean, obviously, we'd love to get a Titan down, destroy that Simulacrum, but not really the time. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have some extra options now. Yeah, I think we still pass, though. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They might try to activate the spider. If they do, then we could Titan, Elesh Norn. Alright. No attacks in the turn. Alright, so they are going for it. I'm going to put full control on, because we should be able to do something before we go to the next step. So they should get to search here. We'll go ahead and do this. Get the Titan down. Kill the Simulacrum. Put... Alright, so they went and got that. That's good news. So the question is, do I even need to... yeah, I need to mill here. We have another land anyway. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Get a terror, gets land. Put into play Titan and this guy. So unless they have Sunfall, this should be pretty beneficial for us. Let's destroy an artifact or an enchantment. Let's put a shield counter. We'll destroy this. Oh, I'm still in full control. Don't need that anymore. Alright. Put a shield counter here. Okay, that's strong. Now we're talking. Now we're doing some things. They can kill the tyrant, but it comes back, so that's fine. Okay, that guy we're not afraid of. We're okay with that. Man, temporal lockdown. Okay, cool. Alright, we still lose some dudes, but that's okay. That plan worked out exactly how we needed it to. Opponent. Get rid of target creature, get rid of our token. Seems fair. Okay, now we have Titan, or Terror to mess with here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, really just 7. Technically 8 if I go with that. We're gonna start here. And that gets us another. Actually, ooh, I messed up. I should have played one of these terrors first, because I would have got a free couple of damage there. And oh, I played the wrong land. I meant, man, this was a sloppy turn. If I lose, I deserve it. All right. All right, in the turn. Now, they might play another unstable glyph bridge here, which would not surprise me. Yep, that's what I expected to see. Now the question is, if we play... Is there... Oh, well, I was about to say, is there an order we can do this and win? But we might have just found it. Alright, so if we... Elesh Norn Terror, that gets us 8 damage. Then we play Outcast Trailblazer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. Or do I just want the cards first if I can't kill it? Nah, I'm overthinking it. Let's go. Another Outcast, I guess. And we'll just get the plains. Then we'll go ahead and put this. I could be safe and just play Roxanne, but this is fine. That's 4 and 4. And then we'll go with this. Oh, that's another 8. Oh, it gets us 2 extra mana. Oh, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't even thinking about the other trigger from Elesh Norn. I could have played the other Terror and won. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that's a bad move. Alright. Dang, I messed up, y'all. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't. Because I still have this other Trailblazer we picked up. Wow. Even when I tried to mess it up, I couldn't mess it up. This deck's too good. Okay, so... we did get all the triggers that we wanted. We saw that multiple times. We won a game only casting 2 spells. That was really cool. The downside to this is that the games against the control decks are going to be very, very long and boring. Because your cards are a little bit slower, so you're having to set up like trying to cast Smuggler Surprise during their instep, or maybe just get some small attacks in with like a Jewel Thief and a Trailblazer. And unfortunately, you're going to have a dead card like Temporary Lockdown that doesn't really do anything except against some Planeswalker creature tokens most of the time. So, and I'm going to be upfront with you, like, I just conceded 2 or 3 games against the control decks, because once we had like 1 or 2 for the video, like, I'm not going to use the rest of the footage, even if we win those, because those games are going to be like 15 minutes or something. So, it creates a tough situation. But if you are playing against like Mono Red, we're able to beat that with the help of this and the Spinewoods Armadillo. We did have several just like one-shot comeback victories, largely on the back of Elesh Norn, right? Elesh Norn with Terror of the Peaks, Elesh Norn with Roxanne. You know, even just a good Vaultborn Tyrant situation is really cool with Elesh Norn, getting those extra cards and the extra life. So everything kind of works the way we want. Now, I will say this definitely is rare intensive, mythic intensive, but if you built any other previous decks we built with half of these cards, you don't have many to have to slot in here, which is pretty cool. But if you're looking to play it, 4 Smuggler Surprise, 4 Glimpse the Core, 4 Temporary Lockdown, 4 Jewel Thief, 4 Outcaster Trailblazer, 3 Elesh Norn, 4 Terror of the Peaks, 2 Roxanne, 3 Spinewoods Armadillo, 2 Titan of Industry, 2 Vaultborn Tyrants, sorry I changed that number along the way, 1 Iganjo, 1 Plains, a Mountain Sakinzan, a Boseiju, 5 Forest, 3 Copperline Gorge, 4 Rockfall Vale, 4 Overgrown Farmland, and 4 Razor Verge Thicket. And there is an argument to be made that you may want to find another white source in here, swap out one of the red ones, to make sure you're able to play Temporary Lockdown early against things like Mono Red or the Boros tokens. However, didn't see a lot of those on the ladder today. I think we ran into Mono Red one time, didn't see the Boros tokens at all. Mostly played against, well, high mid-range to control decks, as it turns out. So, like, sometimes your mileage will vary. It just happens. Today was just one of those days. But if you have been thinking about Simic and want to play something pretty sweet, I played a deck yesterday that actually, honestly, doesn't look that strong, but it surprisingly stole a lot of games on the ladder, so you may want to check that out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.